Broadcast live.
Are we out here with Bravo Le Roux? You know, we in the streets, you know, try to get him like an environment that almost looks like Cape Town, like a town, because he hasn't a Cape Town mouth, like a town in the camera. It doesn't happen. So we wanted to kind of make him see what it's like in Joburg. You know, what's up, bro?
No, me, I'm clean, man. I'm clean. Actually, I wanted to bring you to Cape Town for this, and not even in town, but at the hood, in Khayelitsha, you understand? So yeah, that's what I wanted us to do.
But you told me that there's a lot of shootings happening around this, so I don't know. Are you going to supply me with bodyguards, bulletproofs? What was the situation?
I'm a street bro. I'm nice. Protected.
If that's what you say, then okay. No, we're going to come down to Cape Town. There's a bigger gangster called COVID in these streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell me, man. I was sitting with your team, and they sent me your song 2 years ago, right? And I gave them feedback on the song because people think that I'm talking shit, you know?
Yeah.
I gave them feedback on the song, and I said, this sounds a bit like Onati and MT, etc.,
I remember.
Yeah?
I remember, yeah.
How wrong was I, though?
Okay, now you was not totally wrong, yeah, but I think it was like early stages of me trying to find my sound and myself, you know, and okay, look, no disrespect to anyone doing whatever they're doing commercially, right?
Yeah.
But most of the times the streets start this thing, right? And then somebody who's up there is gonna take the vibes and run with it. So all the credit is gonna be given to that person. But this vibe being at the hood,
Yeah.
you understand? So it was one of those things like, but this bro had maybe that conviction's voice like now, but the streets been having that voice for a very long time.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things, yeah, but but like, yeah, in a sense, I did throw like some inspiration to both artists, you know. But like, yeah, with Longstreet, I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, empty and
Well, I mean, all I'm just trying to say is that, like, obviously, I hear what I hear.
Sure.
You can say the streets this, but I hear what I hear, and when I hear it, other people are going to hear it, right? So the feedback is that, it sounds a bit like empty and Nati. You received that, and what have you done now, obviously, with your sound?
Yeah, for sure, I won't cap. Like, I listened. Yeah, but that's really one thing I like to do. I listened, and as I mentioned, Kuba, there was like early stages of me trying to find my sound. So I worked on it, like put a lot of myself in it. You understand? So right now it doesn't sound like anybody else but me. So right now I am telling my own story and doing my own sound, like how I want to sound. Like for some time, when I was doing this thing, right, I had like close people disagreeing with it. You understand? Like they wouldn't say, "But hi, dog," like, "Hey, this is not the one." But I would just feel like the energy. They're not really with it, right? And then crazy enough, like what I was trying to nurture, like is the thing that got me here today. So it's kind of making me walk around with gods like around me when somebody's trying to tell me, Kuba, hi, dog, and I'm like, hey, dog, you told me the same thing 2 years ago. You understand? And then if you want to change me again right now, dog, I can't trust you more than I trust myself anymore type thing, you know?
I mean, for me, the reason why I'm actually even honing on this is a lot of up-and-coming artists, a lot of guys that want to make it. And when you were writing those songs 2 years ago, right, when you were writing them in the studio, do you remember what was in your mind most of the times when you were writing those songs? Because what I want to do is the difference with the song when you write it today, what's on your mind between now and then? And sorry, just to give it proper, it's like, what's the picture you have in your mind, or the thoughts that keep on coming in your head when you are writing today versus when you were writing then?
Honestly speaking, I just grew and got better at what I was doing like 2 years ago already, you know, 3 years ago. Because like with Longstreet, yabo, I was sitting down like at my mom's, yabo, back in Claymore, yabo, hashtag with my younger brother that I did the song with, yabo. I was like, hey, dog, let's make a record, man, you know. Let's make it a record because like geographically or systematically how Cape Town is set up, you understand, blacks still live alone.
Of course.
The colored people, you understand, and the whites are
segregated.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was like, hey man, like all of this is happening. Like us, we have like history, you know, like our upbringing have like almost everyone in it. I even have Le Roux in my name, G. You understand? So we're really not about these vibes. So it's one street that everybody gathers in is Long Street. We don't care like how you look, what language you speak, or where you come from.
Yeah.
But when we're there, we just want to rock. Everybody rocks.
Yeah.
So like, hey dog, like so that one street is really iconic. So let's make a record about that street.
Yeah.
Bo? 3 years later now, I had the same concept again. You feel me? But I did it with youngster. You feel me? So that's the same thing that I was applying back then. But right now, maybe the approach is better because the brand have grown.
Yeah.
And I also maybe just sound better because people are convinced by what I'm saying right now with the little status that I have type thing, you know? So I really wouldn't say, I changed how I think like over the years. But maybe the sound, yes, have changed, but like I also go back. I still go back to the music that I used to listen to back then. I always go back to the records I did back then and trying to like redo them like better, some type thing, you know. Yeah.
Do you feel that like obviously 2 years later when you grow, there becomes a confidence thing that also develops at the same time? So, you know, when you do tell a guy that you sound like this, you rap well, but you do someone else's style well.
Sure.
Go find your sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you attest that finding your sound is a real thing?
Yeah, like it's crazy. It's so crazy. You know, like I started like really flourishing last year. Interesting story, right? So lockdown hit us. You understand, everybody had to go back home and stay there, you feel me? So it was that whole vibe. So me, I'm in Khayelitsha, yabo. My mom works and stays at Kleinmond, yabo. There's like a young outskirt, like on the coastal side of Cape Town, yabo. She stays that side, so I also had to dip. So like, yeah, I know me, I'm not staying here and dying here. I need to go back home type thing, you know? So yeah, we were there. And like on the internet, so for sure everybody went back home type thing, yabo. So right now on the socials, people are getting bullied, yabo, for where they come from. Type thing like, oh, people can't take pictures of their cribs at all because do you know what Ingogutu is?
Go ahead and translate.
Like it's the bed bugs, the bed bugs, you know. So so they say people can't take pictures of their cribs because they all have bed bugs, like type thing. At that time where I'm chilling at my mom's shack, yabo. Then I'm thinking I also haven't posted anything. So I'm like, yo, nah man, I literally like at the time when I was starving like these posts like a training here on Facebook, I literally went to the group, yabo, and told the gents like Machita, this is happening, you feel me? I feel like the shack is not cool enough, you understand where we come from. I want to be that bro. You feel me? And they were like, yeah, dog, that's like really dope, bro. Because like the music I was doing like before that, Long Street was shutting down. Like I was trying to be that bro, standing outside Waterfront, Ferrari, you know.
Before you even go there, that's exactly what I was trying to get to. Where was the mind 2 years ago? And where was the mind now? Which part of like, I'm sorry to cut your story, part of like the mind moving to that space is like a part of finding the sound.
Sure.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, sure.
So when you move your mind to, actually this is my truth. Even your sound, because all of a sudden you start rapping like and saying things that you haven't heard from any other artists. You know? And so you can't go, yo, chochombe, whatever, but you can't fucking sound like from the south or wherever. You start sounding like how the people who will actually relate to it will deal. And that's the first step of finding your sound. Do you know what I mean? And that's really what I was trying to push you to make you aware that like, you know, you were dope, but you were good at other people. And good at other people's, not just how you rap. Good at other people's, like how well are you accepting of who you are in your environment? Are you really the person you tell yourself you are?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, not clean.
And you were not confident about that guy 2 years ago, although you had the talent of the same guy 2 years ago.
Clean. That's clean. Clean. Yeah.
That's really what I was.
Yeah, no, like clean, clean. No, I can't even like add anything on there. Like it's clean. I really get like what like you even like trying to let the light is stuff. You understand? Because there's gonna be a whole lot of kids watching this.
Yeah.
You feel me? And can I tell you something? You know who made me like really rap more? This cause it was this Java.
Of course.
Yeah. I met this. It's a hotel like in Cape Town, yeah. Butanomzo was like interviewing Monday, you know. So like we're there because but I can't remember what the conversation was, yeah. But I think I was speaking English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the advice he gave me like yeah. And I'm like, you're disrespecting, man. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Understand? But like I said on it, like, and not that I didn't have his class, you know, but I think I had like more English than his class back in the day, you understand? Yeah. And like later on, I was like, damn, this thing is like working, and he doesn't even know.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, but shout out to you too.
You know?
Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. So essentially, you're sitting there in your shack, you decide to go, this is how I want to go out and represent that. Where are we going with regards to the style, with the future of you from a musical perspective? What are your goals right now?
I'm going to go back with somewhere when we scoop the Grammys, I'm really like aiming for the Grammys because I understand the wealth in what I'm pushing, you understand, in terms because I personally don't believe Utsotsi would have won the Oscar if the Shacks were not. You understand? If they only used Sentin and Kempspay, you feel me? Yeah. So all these things, like people, they come through to the hood, like from Europe or wherever, take these nice pictures and go sell them. You feel me? So right now I'm like, damn, like a whole lot of people made a lot of rack, like out of this thing. Like same as the place that we were at, you understand? That's African content straight up, but it's not sold by us. You feel me? So I just told myself, Uguti, except with the team as well, it's time for us to actually tell our stories by ourselves. And we saw like imali nembumelelo kuyo yonke lo way, you know, and like our own cap. If I keep this bruise, like with me, with the same vision, with the same mindset, and like constantly like pushing and being hungry, we are gonna take this thing international, you know, like clean. Me, my project is titled International Gubevu. You feel me? Because I also had a problem with people saying, people who are rapping in English are sounding international, and about rapping is local. What are you talking? What is Black Mambas? You feel me? So like, no, bro, like me, I'm international Gubevu. Gubevu is my clan name. Matu no kalu Gubevu msutu chia, you know, I can go. So it's that whole vibe. And then like right now I'm really diving Kuba, like even the world is looking at us like Africa right now, and it's only right for our stories to be told by us. So I'm just gonna keep at it, telling his stories asekasi, zabantu basekasi, and just getting them like international and like financially empowered kids, you know, because at the hood we don't really have financial literacy. You understand? Because our mothers, like I was raised in a 1.5 ngenyanga in a month, like straight. I don't know how the women did it.
So Touchline must be rich because he's saying $5 grand.
Hey, that's too much. I could have copped the latest J's with that rack, you know. So I'm really not trying to be out here inspire kids to clout, you know. Like yes, like back home in the East and the country is catching up right now because of Watini. Yes, it's the numbers, is like everybody talking because of Watini, no. But I am really trying to let kids starve. Ukuba, you can make rack out of dreaming. You know, because like most kids at the hood are not even allowed to dream. There's that thing, Mosba, uyaboniswa.
They don't believe they should dream.
Because it's killed. You know?
I mean, the environment doesn't kind of inspire the dream, because everything else you see makes you feel like, imagine me.
You feel me? So yeah, with that whole thing and yeah, man, and like, yeah, financially as well, our parents want us to go to Eskela, you know? No problems with this girl, you know? That could be like other people's dreams, you understand? But not all of us are gonna pop in Eskela. So I actually want to inspire more kids, like every day, not to be rappers, you know, but to make rack, you know?
To be rackers.
You know,
to be rackers.
Let's make this money. Let's make this money. Even like sometimes in church, they also teach us good, money, evil, what. Like all this thing, we really grow up believing, Kuba, at the hood is where we belong. Gandhi, we are put in spaces on earth where nobody want to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that whole thing, J-Ba, it's okay to make it out. You feel me? It's okay to cop a young Bentley. You understand? As a hood light, you know? So that's where I'm trying to get kids, you know?
I guess, you know, and when you remove the material thing, and tell me, because this is how I'm also rap it, right?
Yeah.
The bottom line is that, like, not everybody can afford to go to school, but it doesn't mean that, like, you can't pick up another tool and make yourself. I mean, a lot of people talk about, yeah, you know, school, and I never did. But truthfully, if your mother was making 1.5 a month, I mean, you can't even make it through any tertiary with that type of money. So what do? Do you stop dreaming? Do you give up? You know, and you are seeing it like I'm a rapper. We gotta make money, or we gotta make. But also, what you're saying is that I know what I'm going up against. So I'm not believing though that whatever's in my way is going to take me down. I'm actually going to make another solution. And if it's the rap thing and whatever else, that's going to be it. Clean. That's really where your mind is at.
Clean.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, yo. We got Bravo Le Roux. We out here in the city of Joburg, you know. Grew up on 1.5 grand, and he's here. He's gonna get a couple of grams, 1.5 Grammys. You know what I mean. And yeah, man, shout out, man. Good luck and nice meeting you. And thanks for finding your sound, and keep doing what you're doing, man.
Broadcast live.